And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Frostpunk 2, attempting to do the main campaign deathless on steward difficulty. Current toxicity is severe. 45 weeks, we will have it rise to catastrophic at Winterhome. And we're at the rebuilding Winterhome stage. So first off, I need to get more people moving in. So let's come over here. Let's take these exiles in. Get those ones coming in. We'll offer to take the children. That'll help with growth, but it will lower the worker efficiency in the short term. That's all the immigrants I know about, which is a bit of a shame. Okay. Oh, you need to be running at full. You're not running at full because I lowered the worker efficiency. So we'll drop you a smidge to raise you a smidge. Surplus food back, more oil being shipped. And then Winterhome, I need to get going quickly. On the housing, at least. We don't have a logistics depot here on this version of the city. I think the replay map has one, but this one does not. Do we build up along the edge here? Suppose we do. Now we need 2 housing districts pretty quickly, so let's get 2 set up right away as our first build out. I don't need goods. I will probably want materials. Let's get an extraction district going on the materials. And then I want to ship in enough, in this case, oil is probably the best to ship in. So we'll ship in most of the oil. So we can heat the place. Now we turn on the generator. It gets half the oil right away, but that works. And then also ship food and goods. Apparently have a goods shortage in the main city. I will until I have more people arrive. Okay. Although we got a good stockpile, so that's fine.
Recess has ended. The council sits again.
Council sits again.
Steward.
Can't promote you. Can I give you... You don't want the agenda. Which probably means you don't want the agenda. Oh no, you would take the agenda, so we'll give you the agenda. You want to go to chemical additives, it's not going to pass. I don't really want it either, so we'll just let it go for vote, so they get their vote.
The votes are in. The measure fails.
Anyway, we're going to get an event that pops up for working in the poisonous gas. I want that event to happen first. Or get too carried away with trying to clear stuff. exploration finish.
Our scouts filled in another blank spot on the map.
And we'll let the other one finish as well.
Our scouts filled in another blank spot on the map.
Another blank spot on the map, and it's colder now. Okay. Go around, get everything up to temperature again. I should just be able to smack the +1 heating. In a couple places we'll need quick double tap to get there. Doesn't need the adjacency bonus. Tap up, tap down. Yeah, don't really have enough to do any more construction in the main city. I do want to bring more in. Let's check out our exploration here. Mossy Cave, I need more food. Cursed Circle, Nomads. Some nomads have left their strange machines around a single charred body. Forget hope is carved in each machine, some of which contain useful cores. Scouts claim the parts are cursed and should be left where they lie. No, we'll take the trust hit for the 2 cores. Slavers Camp. Send guards to come back later. Buried Village, materials. And breakdown point. From the size of the abandoned workshops, wooden scaffolding, and support structures, scouts believe Dreadnought was serviced here for several months. Around the workshop, they found the remains of training equipment. Targets, bows, rifles, compasses. All used and repaired and into the point of shattering. Small graveyard stood to the side. So I can salvage it for some prefabs, or we can come back later. I could send some guards. Oh, well, that might result in some casualties, which I don't want. Salvage these remains. Got the ridgeline there. Let's do the mountains and the ridgeline.
Steward.
Steward.
And I'm going to need to warm... Well, this place hasn't even changed any, so that's not going to change. And then you need to warm up. Which I suppose means I need to retrieve more of my oil. Okay. The old Dreadnought needs to ship less oil. Or I need to ship more people to the old Dreadnought, one of the two. Did you auto-update the Winterhome one as well as a side effect? Sort of. Okay. Okay, that makes it stable. It's going to need more. I need more heat. So I think it's time... Oh, it would be time if I had the workers. I need more workers. Turn 1 level of these mines on. We will do that. Take you to Chile at least. Okay, so I need presumably more heating here. It immediately came on to full maxed out heating. Resource transfers. We want to transfer more coal. No, not from Winterhome to the other way around. Yeah, this place is definitely right now drinking a whole bunch of coal that I don't necessarily got the paycheck preferably to pay. Okay, so everyone's housed. We're making more materials that I don't necessarily need, but we'll stockpile it for the moment. I'm going to need it for plugging the gaps. So the next thing we're going to do is... would like to expand these, but we're going to do the insulation first. We can turn the heating down. We still gotta split between safe and not rapid. We're trying to do this deathless, so I need to do it safe, but we're gonna have an event that comes up on frostbreaking. About the safety of it. Although we can do, there's a little bit of safe space I can frostbreak, I suppose. Frostbreak to the core location. Let's do that. Back in the main city. No more workforce. We gotta... I think that's an event out at Winterhome? Yeah. Devising a plan. Some enraged stalwarts aim to sabotage operations. Of course they do. Okay. One of the teams finished doing stuff, delivering stuff back here. I think that was more cores being delivered. This is going to be saving me 4 heat levels until this tech is done, which will then save me
Please report any hallucinations to a medical officer. These are a known side effect of toxic gases.
Please report any hallucinations. Yeah, that's a good way to describe that. Okay, so we're too warm. Save ourselves some heating. Saved me less than I was expecting. I'm gonna use some on the frostbreaking. Oh, because these are only livable, so they're now warm. Probably drop... This one probably makes sense dropping to livable. Okay, so I need... Yeah. Let's drop you to livable. I don't need the materials that badly right now. And we'll give us a moment to stockpile up some oil. Oh, and those expansions are done, so I can go get a little bit more housing in them. out on the map. Is there anything I want to do with 10? Could get more materials, but don't really need that. Build the road out to that to be exploring faster, but I don't really need that. Could raise the stockpile again. I'm going to be a bit of a record if I keep saying I don't really need that every time I say I don't really need it. Could get coal from the captain's mine. Yes, let's. It's going to be a one-off, but we'll get some coal coming in from the captain's mine. Waiting for population growth in the main city, which is soon. Allow us to get more coal being produced here. Oh, and we're intentionally running that district on Chile, because it doesn't need to be more than Chile. Done 50 weeks.
The council has convened and awaits the steward's proposal.
Awaits the steward's proposal.
Steward.
Rapid frostbreaking harms workers. Steward, a frostbreaking team near the chasm winter home. It has been hold on. Frostbreaking team near the chasms of winter home. It has been as we approached the maw of hell itself. The ground splintered, noxious fumes passed through the cracks, strangling those even in open air. Scores of people suffered today, brought right to the edge of death. They won't survive a second attempt. Frostbreaking can lead to injuries and death. Tension between pilgrims and stewards are rising. We are going to do a extraction depot. Get those cores. That's why I didn't immediately start undoing the fuel shipment. Oh, and do I want to do a law pass? I think the answer is no. I think I got the laws I want. Yeah, I think I have the laws I want. Means I could throw a bone to one of the factions.
Steward.
Too soon for you. Okay, you gotta wait at least a week.
Steward. Steward.
Take your fervor away.
Steward.
Steward.
Can I make a promise to you to deploy those stewards? Yes.
Steward.
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 Please queue in the Central District for updated maps. Our scouts have charted new territory.
Steward.
Okay, getting a lot of things at once. Still the event. Sabotage in Winterhome. I will build watchtowers. Sabotage will cause destruction until order is enforced. We'll build 2 patrol watchtowers. I just need workforce for that. Okay. Oh, you specifically want the one that's going to piss people off. You want patrol watchtowers. Okay. Fine. We've agreed to that. I didn't research that one earlier, which I suppose hindsight was the wrong choice. Okay. Back up to full. I can save a level of heat. And a level of heat. Save a level of heat here. And in the capital, save a level of heat. And all the urban districts. Okay. So we have a little bit more space there in case I want to bring more people in, which I'm thinking about doing so we can get a little more oil out of the location. But in the meantime, I can ship some more oil out. And then winter home. Get them to use oil instead of coal. Push more of the coal back to the main city. If only just to balance the resources like that. There we go. I should get some exploration going. And follow up on the exploration I just had. Familiar herd. Salvage the wrecks so I get some more cores. The last camp. Some survivors of the expedition have been taking refuge in an old coal mine, but they refuse to return to New London without their commander. He's our only hope. He'll come back and bring the secret to the first spring with him. We can find out what happened to the rest of the expedition. Perhaps we convince them to come home. We've already found out, so we can bring them home. Dismantle the structure Discovery Station. The abandoned research station, Battles of the Wind, our scouts found a sealed case of litters from the lab at Fortitude Base, but the station's purpose remains unclear. The final note is addressed to Rowett himself. We won't need the others after all, we can do it ourselves. The scientific equipment is gone, but we can disassemble the structure itself. There we go. And I've got 2, 3 places, 4, 5, 6 different places to explore. The mountain, or go for the coast. Got a mix of stuff. That's got stuff. Thinking there's the place we go. You're safe and otherwise boring. Okay, well. But possible findings here is intriguing, so let's go after those. It'll be empty in 2 weeks, okay? Another rented winter home ruin. Death to pilgrims. Conflict between pilgrims and Solars is brewing. A settling winter home has crushed their dreams of creating a warm paradise. And there we go. We've had some deserters. Okay. So apparently I am not able to get through this deathless because how would I have prevented those deserters? That's a good question. How would I have prevented those deserters? Presumably keeping the peace would have to have already been done. Although I've had deserters without. Thinking runs where we've done keeping the peace already. Do I do a quick reload? We'd be reloading at the beginning of the chapter. Let's do a quick save here. Let's do a save. We'll see if we can, by doing different choices, continue to be deathless. I think it really comes down to if I have an opportunity to do the patrol towers right away, we could try doing that. Yeah, between, what, it's 30 weeks, so it wouldn't be impossible to have done.
Steward.
I don't think that's necessarily the solution. I think that's it, talking about those two districts there with unallocated heat. And yeah, suppose I don't need those materials right away, so let's do a rapid frost breaking down there. And we'll try to safe frost break. Oh, I'm able to do it off of all of that. Okay, so I can save a little bit of time. Because I've got to get to the skull and crossbones, right? And then exploration-wise, please bring in those exiles. And then we can have pumps, okay.
The Council has convened and awaits the steward's proposal.
Honestly, again, I don't think there's anything we really want to change.
Steward.
Grant you the agenda. Let you vote. We know that's going to fail.
The proposed law has been rejected.
And then I'm going to accelerate tech. Oh, that's the filtration unit. That's not the lab. That's the lab. So accelerate the tech. Goal being, I want to go get patrol watchtowers done quickly enough. Hope so that stops the desertion. I don't think it does. I think I just have to be really quick with stop the desertion. I was going to be able to do a whole one, and then a single hex, I think. Bad to have a temperature down, which is going to make things worse. Hailing Shore explored. And is there. Mossy Cave or Cursed Cores. We'll take the Cursed Cores. Explore the mountains. Oh, and our people have... Yes, our people have arrived. Okay. So production back up. You back up. And until we have the temperature down, we have enough fuel. It's after the temperature goes down that we will need more fuel. Okay. Although let's now that I'm thinking about it, let's do this expansion. Always ship a few more people in here. Get the oil place going a little bit better. Colder season. We were expecting that. Okay. Oops. Cancel that, please. I need to do the insulation and ship more fuel in. A lot more fuel in. Balance, balance. All the surplus oil needs to be shipped. Although we'll do the transfer from here. I need to warm those districts up. The rest of the fuel can be transported. I need a whole lot more fuel. So we ship all the surplus fuel in the form of oil. Oh, and I need to turn stuff on back in London. That's probably going to be powered by coal. It's easy enough to do. So press the up. Yeah, I think I need to turn one of these on. I could turn both of them on. And get chili. Yeah, that's all the workers we have here for the moment. I can't necessarily send any more anywhere because I'm using them trying to make coal. We'll get more as soon as this is done. 6 weeks. Well, we'll spend less. That's a better way to describe that. And then you need to receive enough to be on. But yeah, get you going. I need a little bit more fuel. If I can do a little more fuel transfer. except chilly until insulation's in. Cross-breaking harms workers, yeah. Unless we're doing the safe one. And sabotage operations. Okay, both of you are livable now. And you'll be properly warm when this is done, so I can actually drop you both a degree. As we get a little more housing, we're going to want more people shipped here as soon as we got people to ship. I have enough for another safe cross-breaking, so let's start working. I need more prefabs, because apparently safe requires a whole load of prefabs. Yeah, okay.
Catalog of the latest goods.
Okay, so we got that heat bonus. I'm going to have to go into society. I did not realize I needed a particular type of watchtower, otherwise I would have done the correct type earlier. Patrol watchtowers. Shipping even more oil. Oh, I haven't done insulation on you. That's why you're looking so terrible. Insulation. And now I've got 50 surplus oil. So let's pop over to you. And we can receive 50 more oil. And refuse to ship roughly the equivalent in coal, which would be 100 coal. There we go. This doesn't fix the coal problem, it just makes it a lot more bearable. And then I think I have... Oh, no, I have enough for 5. I probably want enough for 6. We're going to do the safe frost-breaking dash. Oh, 4. I got enough for 4, and I definitely want to do enough for 6. So, gotta wait until we get some more prefabs. We get another event. Sabotage. Public execution. Think of another way. Sabotage will continue. I would assume that public executions would be considered, deaths. Some colonists swayed by the stalwarts among them have begun sabotaging efforts. They tamper with buildings and heavy machinery. Perhaps we can invest in other research. The question is, well, I do have the workforce for this. The question is, am I researching quick enough? We'll find out. It might, I suppose the correct answer might technically be the third choice there for trying to do deathless. That's the crater about to deplete, that's fine. Give me my teams back. Same time, we've got an exploration done. Buried village for materials. Slaver camp. Point, salvage the materials for the prefabs. Cool. Exploration done. We've actually explored this place a couple times at this point, so we know what's here. It's got some cores. Go explore the mountains this time.
Steward?
Death to pilgrims. Conflict is brewing. Yeah. And there's the deserters. Okay. Well, if we... I suppose the question is, do I go back and save scum for the third option? If it's the third option, or do I just accept that we're going to have deserters? We're trying to keep this deathless. Death toll... The game is saying that we've had deserters. Those are 3 dead people. And they probably are 3 dead people. I suppose we could go back one more time and try to go for keep peace in Winterhome. Let's do that before they run away is what we go with. So, chapter 4 deathless. Load the game.
Steward.
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 Because to be fair, that's what we're going for, is kind of the ability to run a little faster. Okay, so if we're not... At this point, we're going to see if the third option works. Because if it is, I need to get the watchtowers in. We've already missed that window. I'm not going to reload that far back. Okay, so we get those building. We can pop to you. I'm going to get your expand in. A little bit of extra food here. Or a little bit extra yield here. Balance you, balance you. Ship the 120-something oil. Let's ship a little bit back when the place cools down shortly, but... And we turn the generator on. There we go. And we can do some soft frost breaking. The first one. I definitely need more prefabs. We're going to do the safe breaking, I need the more prefabs. So let's pop New London. I'm going to accept that we're going to be running
Recess
a goods
has
decent.
ended. The council sits again.
Council sits again.
Steward.
Steward.
We let you run the agenda, because I don't care about this vote. You get a little bit of opinion buff by calling it.
Hear ye, the noes have it.
Okay, cold hits. You know, I'm not getting a decency bonus off of that anyway, so we'll just leave it livable. We'll leave those chilly and livable. Doesn't mean I need to take some of the oil back. Keep the old dreadnought warm. And then I might as well, because it's not getting used in the main place anyway, ship the 57 oil surplus. So you got 107 here. We'll need a little bit more when those buildings complete. Yeah, there we go. And of course, insulation. In both locations. And you need 312 more coal. Till that insulation comes online. Yeah. Oh, I actually don't need that much. I need 75 less, or 150 less than that. There we go. And we got some exploration results. Not interested in the materials. Not interested in the guards. Novels and remains. We do want those prefabs. Don't need the mossy cave. Take the garrison cores. There we go. And you have enough for a safe frost breaking. Up the way. Get that going.
Due to the recent light outbreak, all workers are urged.
Steward.
Sabotage. Think of another way. because going with the first one definitely results in deserters, so we don't get around to getting the watchtowers up quickly enough. And if that still results in casualties, then, well, we're having casualties at that point. And we'll just go back to the original save. Okay. The fuel savings. I can ship 100 more coal back to Winterhome. Well, stop shipping 100 coal from Winterhome, so it takes down to 62. Going to Winterhome. From New London. Go. And we're deficit spending here. For 45 weeks, we can do that. Or I can find some crew and get some of the coal mines going. Even though that's not going to be enough. That's going to buy us some time. Although if we get the population in, then I can probably... Well, even that's still going to buy some time, because the coal is going to run out.
Steward.
Yes, pilgrims. Oh, and that's the deserter event. Okay, so we're having 3 people desert, regardless of what choices here I make. So unless it is you have to literally have the watchtowers by that point, which... I suppose if you researched them before the previous event came up, you could do. Looks like you lose them. So we're gonna flip back to the original save, the first attempt, because it doesn't really change what we're doing, and we'll just keep going with the original timeline. They ran away, so we're gonna accept that we have 3 casualties. I'll have to look up if it's even possible between streams to get away with having no quote-unquote casualties in the main scenario. I suspect it is. There's probably a way to do it. I just apparently don't know how to do it. But yeah, looking at the time, I think this is a good place to put a part break in. We're obviously not doing it deathless at this point, because the game considers that we have a death toll of 3. We'll see if we can keep it at 3. Let's put it that. We'll see if we can keep it at 3. We're working on patrol watchtowers. And otherwise, things are going relatively well. We just had a population boost here. I don't need more coal, so I can ship some people out. That's where we're at. We can ship people out to improve... combination of oil production and the Winterhome extraction. We'll pick it up on that next time. So you're watching on YouTube. We'll have a part up tomorrow where we continue to keep the death toll, or continue to try to keep the death toll low. Apparently at this point I cannot go completely deathless. I've done some mistake somewhere that prevents me from doing it deathless. So we'll see how low we can keep the death low instead of keeping it deathless. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here so I can get up, stretch legs, sip some tea, and then we'll settle in, finish up Winterhome. I might still do a part break and go for a part 5 to finish the run up. I think we can do it in 2 more parts. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream, and bye for now.